Welcome to the new version of Let's Talk About Real Estate podcast, the podcast for real estate agents everywhere. I'm Lisa B, and together with Bjorn Kunzel, we're going to talk about everything real estate. We talk about what's working, what's not working, what's new, what's old, technology, and anything else to do with real estate. We'll answer your questions from the Facebook group Let's Talk About Real Estate. So if you have a question, we can help. Join the Facebook group today. And again, welcome to the show. Welcome to Let's Talk About Real Estate podcast. Thank you so much, Bjorn Kunzel, for joining me today.
Thanks for having us again today, Lisa. And we've got a very special guest with us today.
We do, Rahil Desai. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for having me, guys.
So tell us a little bit about yourself, Rahil. You know, who you are, where you work, how long you've been in real estate, those sorts of things for people that don't know you.
Yeah, sure. So I work in eXp in South Australia. I've been with eXp for the last 3 years. Before that, I used to work for a traditional real estate company. So used to do a bit of admin stuff over there behind the scenes for the other agents. And then I just joined eXp 3 years ago. It's been an amazing journey with eXp.
Awesome.
And what sort of properties do you specialise in, and what sort of areas are you selling in?
Yeah, so predominantly I work in the northern suburbs of Adelaide with the large blocks and stuff like that, which has a subdivision potential and stuff like that. My 80% of my client base is developers and people like that who would like to have a bigger size land, subdivide it and build 3 or 4 or 5 houses or like apartments or stuff like that, but predominantly work in that kind of market.
That's a great niche. Okay. So what are the top 3 things you think that you do really well in real estate?
Say the 3 things which the key for me is consistency in terms of prospecting, because it is very hard out there. Everybody knows that there are different type of companies. Everybody has got a different approach towards real estate. And I really take cold calling and things like this very seriously. It's day to day. I take it inside. I really don't care what day it is. If I have to make that 50 to 100 calls, I have to. I will do it. And I have to be very consistent in it. Secondly, I really like getting into the development side of it. So I will always check before even getting into it what potential that thing has got. Is there any rezoning potential happening in that area? Why is it different from the other properties? And I'll explore everything.
Okay. So I'm hearing very consistently doing the same things over and over again, whether it's making your cold calls, doing whatever you've basically got to do, but doing it on a regular basis, not just
That's
one
right.
week doing this and then not doing it the next. And you mentioned prospecting, so you're very, very consistent with your prospecting and your prospecting methods, and you do a lot of research. So you're knowledgeable in the areas that you're dealing in. So that way the people that come to you, you can answer all the questions that they may have and guide them in the right direction. So you're great at consistency, great at prospecting, great at researching and understanding your markets. What are 3 things that you think a lot of other agents out there could be doing better, or maybe aren't doing that you are? What would be 3 things that you think they should be doing?
See, to be honest with everyone, like there are a lot of agents who have more experience than me. They're doing great job out there, but there are a few which have just joined or just lagging behind. The consistency, first of all, they're not prospecting enough in terms of what they need to be done in the area.
Yep.
My suggestion will be picking up one of their niches rather than just roaming around in the market and trying to search for anything and everything. Also, being honest to your vendors, being consistent to them. Don't lie to them. Do not give them the fake hope and dreams and moons and stars. It doesn't work that way, because it's all about the trust at the end of the day. Real estate is all about trust. So that's a thing which I will suggest with someone else.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. And I think we can change the industry one agent at a time if we're all honest and we're all do the right thing by our vendors. You know, that's what it's all about, isn't it? Okay, so what are the 3 reasons that you love eXp? What's it done for you in your life?
To be honest, there are many reasons I love eXp. First, you can work the way you like. Secondly, you can explore different ways of having a business. So you can do your own marketing. The things which works for you might not be suitable for everyone else as well. Everybody has got different type of marketing style. Everybody has got different way of prospecting. Everybody might have different approach towards selling the property. With eXp, you can do it the way you like it. That's the most amazing thing. Secondly, you get a lot of time for yourself, for your family. So you can always be there for your family when needed to, and you can work from anywhere. You don't need to go to office. It's not mandatory like that. That's the best thing that you can get.
Awesome.
It's interesting that you say that, because obviously with our model, we get remunerated better than anyone else in any other business, in any other industry. Basically, we're on 100% commission, and we pay $28,300 a year to run our business, and it gives us all our toolbox for everything we need, all our RP data, realestate.com subscriptions, so on and so forth, CRM systems and whatnot. But it's funny, when Lisa and I always asked everybody what they love most about eXp, nobody mentions the money. Everybody talks about the same sort of things that you've mentioned about, which is basically work-life balance and freedom, basically freedom to be yourself, not having to report back to other people. So it's interesting that there seems to be a pattern, isn't there, Lisa, with everybody that we talk to in the team, that everybody just loves being able to do their own thing, their own way, without having anyone breathing down their neck. And the money doesn't get brought up, even though the money is absolutely amazing. I mean, we earn shares, we can own a rent roll, and we have 5 pillars of income, whereas most other agents only have 1. But nobody mentions that. Everybody mentions what you said, Rahil, which is testament to the environment, I think, and the atmosphere that we've got here at eXp, where everybody feels like they're comfortable in their own skin, they can be themselves, do their own thing. But if you do need the support and you do need the help, it's always only ever a phone call away. So what would you say to anybody who isn't happy where they are? They might be at a traditional office, a traditional franchise. They may be working for an independent. They may even have their own franchise. They might even be a business owner, and they're looking for options of making things easier. What would you say to those sorts of people?
Oh, I'll tell them straight up and come to eXp, just because I'm not because I'm an eXp. It's more so explore the option. If you're exploring the options, definitely put eXp on the list as well. See what they're offering you, and then come to the board, because you can, like, it's going to save you a lot of money compared to bricks and mortar real estate. Like, you will save a lot of money, you will make a lot of money. And secondly, yes, there is a hesitant that, you might be different. There is nothing different. We also sell houses compared to other companies. We are not doing anything new over here. But at the end of the day, it gives you a lot of visibility, a lot of different opportunities which you can explore, and you can make a lot of more money compared to where you are.
Absolutely. And taking care of our clients the best way. There's so many different things. And look how happy Rahil looks. Look how calm and happy he looks. Like, we interview agents that are from the traditional franchise, and honestly, they're like this. They're stressed out. And I think just about everybody that we interview from eXp has just got that relaxed look. It's just that to me says everything. It's the freedom, isn't it?
Yeah,
and I think if anybody is looking at maybe finding out more about eXp, reach out to Rahil. We'll put his details below here, and talk to Rahil. Rahil, are you looking at growing a team and becoming a team leader, or are you just happy doing your own thing?
No, I'm happy to help out other people who comes along. Happy to help them out the way we work in eXp, show them the different ways. And yeah, definitely we're here to expand the team.
Yeah. And where did you work beforehand? It's okay. You're allowed to say other company names. It's not a problem. Where did you come from? What business? Because there might be agents from that particular network that want to know the differences between that network and our network. So mention.
Yeah, I was in Ray White before, so.
Okay, so ex-Ray White agent.
Yes.
So if there's Ray White agents that aren't necessarily happy where they are, and they want to know the differences between Ray White and eXp, no better person to speak to than Rahil, who's been on both sides of that fence, and can guide you accordingly. Now, eXp is not for everybody. It is for agents that are self-motivated and that do want to do their own thing. Sometimes some people like an office environment to be able to have a boss which gives you direction every day and tells you what to do and when to do it. Some people like that, and that's totally fine. But if you are exploring your options, and you are perhaps part of that Ray White network at the moment, and you want to explore different options, reach out to Rahil, because he can let you know the differences from where he was to where he is. And we've got agents that have joined us from all of the franchises in Australia, and also from independents as well. So, Rahil, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Awesome, mate.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Rahil.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for listening to Let's Talk About Real Estate podcast. We hope you enjoyed the show. If you have a question about real estate, then please join the group on Facebook, also called Let's Talk About Real Estate. For those of you who are interested in eXp, please join us at 10 a.m. Brisbane time every Wednesday morning for eXp Explained. Thank you again for joining us, and don't forget to subscribe to the podcast, and see you next week.